Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and this is Coco and tonight we're bringing you our podcast number 37. Hope you've all been well. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy that we're getting together. Another week gone by, unbelievable. Coco has been to the beauty parlour, so she's looking exceptionally beautiful tonight. So she's just come here to say woof woof to all of you. She's keeping very warm in one of her little jumpers because now it's time for her to have her dinner. So I have her little bowl here with her mince and veggies and some rice. So she's going to say woof woof to all of you. I'm going to pop her down and then we can all have a little chat. There she goes. And let me just grab her dinner. There you go. Beautiful. You might hear her munching in the background and maybe snoring a little bit later, but whatever goes on, I'm sure that it'll be delightful. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Everyone that's been around for a while, you know what to expect in one of our podcasts, and those of you that are brand new, thank you for coming along. I've got a few finished objects tonight, some FOs, some whips, some upcoming projects that I want to talk to you about and give you a little bit of a hint of what's going on. And of course, as always, Tile of the Week Thursday. So those of you that are just joining us, Tile of the Week Thursday is a little cowl that our friend Sam at Manthur's makes, has put on for us quite organically, and her partner might come on every Thursday and share their tile. This week is tile number 46, and I will show you the tile in a moment. So a little recap for all of us. The tiles come out of this book here, 100 Crochet Tiles. Sam was gifted this exact book in Happy Mail, and she pledged to make all 100 tiles, which is about 2 years worth of, work there. So she's made that commitment. A lot of us have joined her just for the fun and for the friendship, and so many others have joined as well, which is wonderful. Now, I'll show you my little stack of tiles to date because I jumped down at tile number 25. So here they are, all the various sizes here, from the biggest one to the smallest one. So there they all are there. I think I have about 19 or 20 tiles in total. Now, confession time, I did not make my tile for this week. I'll show you how far I got. I got stumped, guys, on row number 3 out of only 10. So I walked away a couple of times, but in the end I thought, okay, this is actually bringing me no joy right now. So I just needed to say, not going to happen. But let me just show you the yarn that I generally use for all my tiles. It is a 100% acrylic, and it is an 8-ply yarn, which is a number 3 or a DK weight. This is my favorite color, that's why I'm showing it to you. And you'll notice that all of my tiles have, the various colors in them. I am using about 7 different colors, and for every single one of them, I use my 5mm Clover and More hook because I am a tight crocheter, and the 8-ply yarn and this hook are very happy together. They're great friends, so I have been using them together for the whole time. I'm eventually hoping to put a little blanket together, whether it's like a quilt type blanket or if I border all of my smaller tiles to the size of the biggest one. We'll see how we go. But look, I did attempt it this week, guys, and here I've got it to prove it to you, and I'm sorry that I failed miserably, but this is the extent of what my tile got to. Now, what does the tile look like for this week? Let me show it to you. It's called the Blue Bobbles, and I will try very, very hard to just show you the actual tile. There is a great graph that goes with it, and I don't know why I couldn't get it this time. The written pattern was no joy for me, and even the graph, which usually helps me, couldn't. So I'm so sorry that I didn't get it done, but don't you worry. Our friends Josephine and Liza did not let us down. They made their tiles, and let me show you how gorgeous they are. So this one comes to us from Josephine. So thank you so very, very much, Josephine. And Josephine said this was the first time that she was working with bobbins, and she used like clothes pegs to wind her yarn around for these 4 sections here rather than carrying the yarn across so that it doesn't show, because sometimes with a darker color under the light color, it sometimes shows when you crochet over the yarn to carry it across until you need it again. This pattern actually asks for bobbins, which was a great idea. Sometimes I just let my balls hang down and they get very tangled. I haven't actually used bobbins as yet, so I was a little bit excited that I might be able to do it with this tile, but nevertheless, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time. Now, Josephine's colours are gorgeous as always, and she has been using a pack from Ophelia Talks, which is a couple of years old now, and she's been working all her tiles up using that yarn. So thank you so much, Josephine, for sending in your beautiful tile. Well done for getting it done. And this is Liz's tile. Absolutely gorgeous. Oops, there we go there. And again, success. These two ladies are amazing. Thank you for keeping Tile of the Week Thursday alive. Now, a lot of you may have already gone to visit Sam. If you haven't, please go across to Manfers Makes. She has a whole playlist with all the tiles because she's created pretty much all of them from tile number 1. We are getting close to tile number 50, which is halfway. That is awesome. And if you put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, you'll see everybody that's joining in. So if you like to see the different tiles and the stories that go along with them, please do that. Now let me show you these tiles side by side. How gorgeous are they? Absolutely beautiful. So thank you so very, very, very much, Josephine and Liza, for keeping this project, this segment alive. Well done to both of you. Thank you. Now, our friend Liza has joined us now just over a month ago with the tiles, and she has added 2 more to her collection, and let me just show them to you. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure. I think this might be the wagon wheel one. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. I didn't get an opportunity to look it up. And look at this one as well with all the front posts here. Yeah, they're actually front posts. They look quite long. Absolutely beautiful. Love the colors. So these are the extra 2 tiles that Josephine has made. So Liza has made. Apologies. So thank you so very, very much for sending them through. I will put them to the side for now. Now, we have been very, very lucky because, let me get my trusty clipboard so I make sure that I don't miss anything, because I really don't like it when I do that. Now, speaking of cows, which I always love to do that, we have finished our cowl 2023 here at Coco's Crochet. Last week we talked about our borders, and the wonderful thing is that so many of you, and I won't show them to you, but I have got a little collection here of everybody's blankets that are coming in with their borders. So on the 1st of July, what I plan to do is come on, and everyone that has shared their blankets with me, I'm going to showcase each and every one of them so that we can all admire their beauty. So please keep them coming. Thank you so, so very, very much. I have to say that I have been showing everyone that's been coming over this week my blanket. All the girls last night, Coco's Crochet Corner, I said, you have to see my blanket I've put on the border, and they were, admiring and at the beauty of all the different colors and the stitches. And I was talking about the different yarns, which projects I pulled them from, and all the memories, and it was just so much fun talking about it. So I hope it becomes a little talking piece for all of you as well that have created it, and a fun memory of our little time together in this crochet along. So yes, keep those photos coming, guys. I can't wait to showcase them all. Now, speaking of showcasing, I have some of your gorgeous work to show you. Let me get my glasses on so I make sure that I read everything properly. Now, our first gorgeous, beautiful blanket. Absolutely love this one. So our friend Ali Cat sent this through to us. Thank you so much. She also sent me her finished cowl PS. I'll show you that soon enough. And now this is a mosaic lapgan, which was made for Ali Cat's childhood friend, and they've known each other for over 60 years. How amazing is that? Now, the yarn that was used is the Bernat Premium in Cafe Latte or Late, and in the chocolate tweed. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure that your friend was so appreciative to get such a beautiful, beautiful handmade gift. So thank you for sharing that with us. Now, the other beautiful project that I have here to show you, and I'm working on this as well. So Shirley is working on her, let me show you this one while I read off the other one, and then I'll show you that one up close. So Shirley has added her rows 26 to 50 for our 3 in Glasses cowl, and this is the Bella Vita shawl. And I did refer to this, said it looks like an apple, so now we're calling it her apple cake. Just reminds me of a red apple. I think it's gorgeous. And it is a Hobie Twister yarn in the shades of pink. It is a 2-weight, and Shirley is using a 3.5 millimeter hook. Absolutely gorgeous. And here it is up close, so you can actually see some of the stitches in it and the pattern. How beautiful is that? So thank you so much, Shirley, for sending us a progress photo of your gorgeous shawl. And now our friend Liza, she said that she was going to steer away a little bit from all the tiles that she's been catching up on, and she made quite a few projects from her Crochet Society boxes. So here is, I think this was from box number 33 or 28. Don't quote me, guys. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But here is a gorgeous little basket. I love the moon and the stars on it. Very pretty colors. And now this is another hanging basket. So I've got a couple of views for you. So there's the front view and all the yarn. And look at that. Oh, I love her little hook there. And here is a little side view so you can see the colors that she used. So that is actually a beautiful project. And last but not least, Liza has sent us through her leaf placemats and placemat and coasters. I'll bring it up. There you go. You can actually see her beautiful work there up close. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sending those through, Liza. Everyone has been working so hard, and I really love it when we get to see everybody's makes. And I know that all of you love them too, because it gives us a little bit of inspiration, and we get that factor in there as well. And it's just lovely to share each other's work. So thank you so very, very much, everybody. Now, I have a couple of finished objects to show you. The first one is I finished the blanket for my friends, for Wendy's grandson. So here it is here. It's just a giant granny square, guys. Here it is folded in 4. All that I need to do is sew in my ends because I literally finished it this afternoon. So let me just show you how I ended up just putting a little scallop border on it. Absolutely gorgeous. Wendy is very, very happy with it because she did see it pretty much finished last night. So with this, I thought, you know what? I've got a little bit of yarn left because it did take 3 balls of the red to complete and 2 balls of the white. And I did use, and I don't have it here, but it's the Spot Saver yarn, which is a 10 ply. This is what it looks like here. And I did use a 5.5 millimeter hook because that is Wendy's absolutely favorite hook. But I thought with a leftover yarn, I could actually make, and I've just started here, a couple of beanies, or at the very least one beanie to go with a blanket while her grandson is watching his favorite footy game, whether it be at the actual, football oval or on TV. So that's what I endeavored to do with the leftover yarn because I don't want to waste it. And you know what? Why not? I have the time and the pleasure to do that. So that is a work in progress. Sorry, I've jumped from one to the other only because they're a little set. So that's what's going off to Wendy's grandson next week. I can't wait for her to give that to him. Now, I also made another little beanie because beanies for me are something, and for most of us, that I can crochet very, very quickly. And while I was waiting for Coco while she was at the beauty parlor, because I just waited in the car this time because it was going to be a little bit quicker than usual, I did make another little beanie for my girlfriend's daughter, Gabriella. So happy birthday, Gabriella. She turned 8 this week. I know she hasn't been 100% well, so I hope you're feeling better, sweetie. So I made this gorgeous beanie for her. I'll show you the yarn in a minute. Now, I don't think you guys can see it up close, but in here, I do have a few rows, but it's very hard to see, of the cross double crochet stitches as well, just to give it a little bit of variety. And all it was just, in the round as usual, and then some front post, back post for the ribbing. And I use this gorgeous yarn here. Now I have put this in my blanket as well. I've just thought something bright and colourful would be, you know, something to cheer up Gabriella, and very fitting for her birthday. She absolutely loved it. Now this yarn came to me in mill-end bags. How gorgeous is that? It's a between a 8 and a 10 ply, so it is a thinner 10 and a thicker 8 ply. So I absolutely love this yarn, so every opportunity I get to use it I do, and I'm pretty much down to my last ball now. And I did use a 6mm hook to create this beanie for her, so that was a lot of fun. So that's another finished object. Now I do have a work in progress, and I will remind you all of it's actually not yarn, it's actually macrame cord that I'm using. So I had started a blanket not long ago using this one and this one here, but at the time I had said to you about 3 podcasts ago, I think, that I wasn't very happy with the way that it was turning out. It was just the wrong size, and I did frog it, but I did repurpose the yarn. And I have started, this is the base of another bag that I'm making, and I'll show you the bag. I've only just started with the base, and I'm starting with the side, and I am using this humongous 10mm hook. Now it's funny, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, when I use a hook this size, I'm normally a pen holder. When I use a hook as big as this, I become a knife grip, because you need to be able to pull this cord across. So it's just so funny when the transition, you know, from one to the other. I never thought that it was a thing, but it really, really is. So the base is just single crochets, and now I'm doing a new stitch which I've never done before, and I'm sure it's called, let me make sure it's called the, well, I'll show you the pattern, sorry. It's called the herringbone half double crochet in US terminology. That's this one here. Can you see it better that way? Yes. Really enjoying this stitch. I think I'm going to try doing it with a thinner yarn as well, an actual yarn, maybe a 10 or a 12 ply, but I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And it is a free pattern on the Premier website, the Premier Yarn website. They've actually used ribbon yarn. So let me just show you up close what it looks like. I think it's going to be a beautiful bag. Now I do have the lavender, the mint, and a nice tan color to put into this bag. So I'm sure it'll be a nice stripy one. So I'm hoping to have it done for you next week, because it is a project that I have to do, you know, in short, like maybe an hour max, because it really does hurt my hands. But I'm definitely going to be finishing it. I only just started it I think last night or the night before. Anyway, I just put about an hour into it because I really wanted to see if this would work up, and it is going to be a very nice sturdy material which will be wonderful for a bag. So watch this space, coming to you very, very soon, I hope. Now my other little bag that I made a couple of weeks ago, I have taken it out to lunch, and you know, it was a nice talking piece and very handy. I had my phone in it, my glasses in their case, and my car keys and house keys. It was perfect, and he sat on the table next to me or on the chair when we're on the lounge. It was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. Now, what is coming very soon in the future for you crochet wise? So there's a few projects that I'm involved in and I'm very excited about. So I have to say that I'm finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel for my Crochet Society Box 42 project. So I'm hoping that I can finally get it to you, but I have definitely been working on that. And our friends KK Crochet, and I'll link their channel down in the description box down below if you haven't already visited them, please do so. They're putting on a Christmas extravaganza in July, and myself and a lot of other podcasters are joining them by contributing something, you know, some sort of little project. So I will be doing a little video for them and sending that across to them as well, so you'll be seeing that very, very soon. And of course I'm working, as I mentioned earlier, on my 3 in glasses shawl, the crochet along. So I need to add my rows 26 to 50 now, just like Shirley already has. And I know that a few of you, others of you have already have joined in as well. So if you want to send me your photos, please do so. That would be wonderful. I'd love to share them all. And as I said, on the 1st of July, I'll be showcasing everybody's blankets with their borders on them, or just finished. If you haven't got a border on them, please just send them across as well. So that's been pretty much our week. I have tried to get in as much crochet as possible. It has been a busy week at work. I'm very, very lucky because in 1 week and 1 day, I'll be on school holidays. I cannot wait for that. This weather is perfect for crocheting here in Sydney, Australia. Not only has it been freezing, today it started to rain a little bit as well, which was lovely because I think that the grounds and the gardens really needed it, because we've had beautiful sunshine and very cold weather for the last few weeks. So that's pretty much it. I'm happy to report that Coco has had a better week. She has been eating a little bit more, which is great. She hasn't really finished her dinner right now, but she will, I'm sure. And she's been getting stronger every day. So thank you, each and every one of you, for all those prayers that you sent to her and good wishes and all that love. It truly manifested good health in her. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say that enough. Really do appreciate it. She hasn't fallen asleep yet, so I might just bring her up here so she can say a little goodbye to you before we go. Sorry guys, I was off camera, but I had to go and pick her up. She was a little way away. So here she is here. She is ready to say goodnight to all of you. We have just a little bit of few bits and pieces we need to do on the weekend, so I'm pretty sure I'll be spending most of the time crocheting, which I'm very excited about. So I'm hoping to be able to bring you some more finished items next week. I hope you've all had a wonderful week crocheting and doing something that brings you joy. That's what it's all about after all. I know that a lot of you are in areas that are getting quite warm, so I hope you're keeping nice and cool. And everyone, you know, wherever the weather is, whatever it is, enjoy it, make the most of it, and keep crocheting, because that's what it's all about. Keep sharing everything with us, and just thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Let me fix Coco's little jumper for her before we go. So on that lovely note, Coco says woof woof. I say take care, and we shall see you all again in another video. Bye bye everybody.